Hello, BitMonger family. Monger coming at you from a bungalow in Thailand. Unfortunately, I had to leave my house. It's just too toxic. My face has been blowing up. I've had to go to the hospital multiple times. So today I had my whole house completely shellacked, hoping that it will seal the off-gassing that's causing my problem. But that's a long story. Hopefully it gets resolved, and I'm on the mend. But it's been a really tough past, what is it now? Practically, it's been over a month now that I've just been suffering horribly. And hopefully it gets resolved soon. Anyways, I want to apologize. I misspoke. I thought that the government shutdown had been averted, but it's a partial shutdown. And from what I'm reading in the news, it looks like it's kind of sticky. And we'll have to just see what happens. But I'm going to tell you right now, the markets aren't liking it. And as we can see, there's been a huge sell-off. Gold has corrected, silver has corrected, and Bitcoin has tumbled. Another thing about my Bitcoin, I had told you before I had placed an order at 78.5K. I canceled that order. I currently now have an order down, all the way down at around 58K. Now, I suspect that we are going into some shitty times, guys. If the stock market corrects, we could see Bitcoin absolutely tumble. So numbers I would be looking at to be buying is now like around anywhere between 56 to 58K. Then again at 50K. And if shit gets real nasty, down around 40K. Have dry powder ready in this event. And also, you need to be shorting the market. I'm looking back at some of my trades, and while I've been doing really fantastic and making a lot of money, I'm looking at some of my trades and I would have been better off just letting them run. I mean, I've missed out on some huge profits, and that's just the way it is. I did make some scalps though over the past couple days, even though I have just been having to move around and seeing doctors, and it's been real tough, but it is what it is. Let's take a look and see what Bitcoin's doing right now. So we can see Bitcoin obviously took a fucking dump, man. Look at that shit, man. It is just getting hammered. And it did briefly break under, I think I saw it briefly break under 77K not that long ago. And as I mentioned, it could drop farther. Now there is some possible hope, and that is that we had this breakdown over the weekend, so that means there's going to be a CME gap, and the CME gap is probably going to be around 84,000. Usually those get filled. So if we see a relief rally and we see it get back up to like $84,000, I would be looking to short it there. 84, 85K, if it gets back into that region, I would be throwing on a fat short if you're not in a short already. All right. And I'll talk to you guys about something else in a bit, but let's go ahead and take a quick look at the trades that I have done recently. You guys can see the SIN token, it had done a ripper. I threw a nice short on that, made roughly 10%. Then there was this one here, Clanker. That one had ripped. I shorted that one, made about 17.5%. And then today, boom, Zora, that thing had ripped as well. And I shorted that, made roughly a little over 32%. So I'm still making money, guys. And I've been increasing my shorting size just because I've been doing so well at it. I'm feeling more confident. So I'm putting a few $1,000s on these. You guys can do the math. I'm making really good money. Here in Thailand, actually I could be anywhere and that would be considered pretty damn good money. But life is good there on the trading side, not on the health side wise, but on trading, been killing it. All right, so we can see Bitcoin is still declining. We can see right down here the crash that we had all the way back here where it touched here. I suspect it's going to come down here. Perhaps we see some rejection, a bounce. Perhaps we see a bounce off of this marker here, like around 74K. But, you know, sentiment's in the hole, guys. I suspect that it probably is going to break through this, and that's why I got my orders down below. So, guys, we can see the U.S. market closed negatively, right? We saw that. It had a brief recovery, but look at the futures, guys. It looks like it is going to open up. We have to really see what it's going to be doing. You guys got about another, I think about 14 hours before we can see it, but futures are not looking good. I think that our market's going to open up red, so we can expect a dump. Also, one other thing, if you guys noted from my last video, I did speak a little bit about Verizon and how I had a nice position on that, and how it's a fairly safe stock. Well, look at that. While everything else dumped, man, that's one of my holdings that absolutely ripped, almost up 12%. And this one pays like almost a 7% dividend. Very, very nice, guys. So remember, diversification is critical. I'm going to be monitoring this real fucking closely. And I got a bunch of dry powder, you know, as I told you guys before. Let's take a look here. So you guys can see I still have some fairly large positions open. I still got Bitcoin, but even though I did sell off a huge amount, but you can see I'm currently sitting like, you know, roughly half of my crypto portfolio is in cash. I'm really happy about that. And I intend to buy these dips. I did sell off a bunch of my little shitcoin positions, and I did that a few days back, actually. I just, you know, anything that I wasn't feeling comfortable about, I completely fucking bailed them. So this is what it's looking like right now, as you can see, but I'm heavily in cash, and I'm looking to buy this dip. The next thing I wanted to talk about, guys, is I have been doing some analysis of coins, and I think I found something that's going to work really, really well, and I'm happy to share it with you. But I don't really want to talk about it here. So if you're interested in what I'm doing, send me a direct message. Part of the reason why I don't want to share it is because there's an asshole out there that I know watches my videos. He's still a fucking sponge trying to get my alpha, and I prefer not to share it with him. So, you know, I know I don't have many viewers, and I think that's because for many reasons. One is because, you know, I like to take rips online. You see me hitting that bong. I don't think fucking YouTube likes that. Also, in some of my other videos, I've been kind of very opinionated about certain countries in Southeast Asia. And I know a lot of people have gotten a lot of hate because of that. I'm very direct, and I don't mix my words. And that can rub people the wrong way. And I'm sorry if it rubs you the wrong way, but that's just the way I am. That's just the BitMonger. And, you know, my views aren't getting any viewership. So I know there's a handful of you guys out there. I know who you are that comment on my videos. Send me a direct message. I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing in terms of the analysis that I'm doing and how I'm going to be taking positions on this bear market in order to get extract a shit ton of dough. But I don't want to mention it here just because, like I said, there's a guy out there that you know, I tried to help a lot. I spoke about him before. You know, I don't want to give this guy any more alpha. I know he watches this video. He's still a sponge trying to get tips from me, and I'm just not willing to share it with him. You know who you are. Sorry, bud, but you're done. All right. Anyways, send me a direct message if you want know what I'm doing, and I will gladly tell you what it is. And I already got one position loaded up, a fairly large one, and it's already in profit. But I believe there's a few coins that I think are primed to make a ton of money if you short them. But again, send me a direct message. I'll be happy to share it with you guys. All right. Hope you're all doing well. Monger on.